Old Robe Trail. These trees were not here when I was a kid. It was all stumps. This was all stumps, and you'd walk through until you got to where it started going down, and then there were trees. But all these trees were not even here back in the 70s. It was all logged off. That's the last time I was on this trail. I was 15. A little bit of the Robe Valley Trail here. This is the old railroad went through here. You can't really tell now. There's a little bit of stuff left, but not much. When I was a kid, you could still see the tracks, and you could still walk through the tunnels, but I don't see any sign that anything's left at all. It just looks like a regular mountain trail. Well, here's something here. This is the wall that they built along the river through this narrow gap. And this wall is part of the railroad. You can see it goes out over there. It goes along right here. Come on, go. It's part of it that's still here. Not much. And there's the canyon. Now, where the tunnels are, I don't know. But this, I remember this part. In better shape when I was a kid. And you can see where they used rocks to give support to the railroad ties. That's all that's left now is the rock part. The wood's long gone. And this just goes through here, and it keeps going along. It followed, this railroad actually went all the way to Granite Falls at one time, believe it or not. No way that it would now, but it did then. Well, I lied. Some of the wood does exist. You can see the railroad ties right there with the spikes in them. And in this one little section here. But overall, this was probably preserved, maybe because it was in the shade, I don't know. Then here's the big waterfall. As the water's going down, 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 heading down toward Granite Falls. Yeah, it's about, the trail goes up here and goes up, that's where you stop, and they said it gets pretty bad, and so not going to do it. For me, not with the dogs anyway. More of it here. A lot of, just goes into a collapse here, a washout, and then continues on over there. But that over there is basically, they tell you not to go past that spot, and so I'm not gonna go. Some people are doing it, but these dogs, if I took them across there, they'd probably pull me right off. Here's a rock, lots of rock around here. So we're just gonna go have lunch right now. It's a nice area to come and have a lunch. Can't beat it for that. You want to go for a swim? It's a pretty little canyon through here. You can see the brick here. Now this is like an old bridge that was built across. It's all collapsed and in pieces now, that went over this swampy creek. And you can see the railroad ties up over there and here. So the railroad probably came up through here somehow or another. And this is a nice area to take a break, I think. The dogs like the water. This is just kind of a big swamp area here. There's a skunk cabbage that's here growing, and a lot of heather. Don't usually see this much heather. This is a swampy area through here, though. It's a side trail. I had to go take a leak, but it is a trail. I don't know where it goes. I'll follow it for a bit more. Couple wild bars. It's July 3rd and there's still quite a bit of snow on Pilchuck. That's Mount Pilchuck up there, and you can see there's a lot of snow. I wouldn't be able to hike to the top, not in all that snow. That's a ton of snow. There's a lot of snow up there. July 3rd, 2017. Here's a picture when they were building the Robe Valley tunnels, and along the Stillaguamish River there's a washed out rail line. Here's another shot of the tunnel right along the Stillaguamish River on the way to Monte Cristo. Here's another shot of it to the men that built the tunnels and the rail line. And here's the railroad stop in Granite Falls between Everett and Monte Cristo. And another shot here of the train going through the tunnel back in 1892.